Hello and welcome. I hope that translated as well as I hoped it would. We're back with the final episode of Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. I'm going to beat it today because I did the little practice that I normally do, and there ain't that much left, and I don't think I want to break it into two. So we'll be going a little longer than normal. But before we get into it, I want to remind you that I have the social media. I have the TikTok, which hopefully I'll get better at posting on. The Instagram, where I post photos and whatnot. The Twitter, where I say things, including occasionally telling you about deals that are happening. I just found out all of the BioShock collection is free on Epic this week. So if you're watching this live or close to live, go check that out. And the Discord, where you can come hang out and talk to some cool people. And me. And we have my follower goal down here. This is the last push before we get to affiliate, so hopefully we can get there sometime in the near future. My throat's a little weird today. That'll be fun. But I've delayed long enough. What say we go ahead and start? We'll load up the game. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Alright, let's read the mission log. Snake finally arrives at the control room on the 3rd floor of the underground maintenance base, but the detonation code has already been entered. Snake learns from Ocelot how to use the detonation code emergency override key, but Snake gets shot by Ocelot and drops the key to the bottom floor. Snake goes down to the 1st floor, collects the key from a rat, and rushes to the control room on the 3rd floor to input the first PAL code with the key at room temperature. I gotta say though, I'm going to miss those the most. And it threw me in the wrong direction. But yeah, I'm gonna miss the little, mission log recaps. I'm going to miss those so fucking much. Because those are, the most useful things, because I don't always remember where I ended up. And we're gonna go ahead and... no witnesses. Okay, cool. I have plenty of chaff. Those will be necessary later. I do like how they removed the ladders from the original. He looks a lot like a witness. As I crouch into his booty. And he... there we go. That dude took those 2 bullets like a champ. Ugh. So how's everybody's day going? Everybody having a nice week? I've had I feel like a broken record because I feel like it's been pretty constantly. I've been having a kind of a rough week. Do I need health? Yes. Yes, I do. Go ahead and snag that while we're up here. And now I need the PAL key. The controls still aren't any better. But I did reliably learn how to use my controller, so that helps. Accepted. This is like the most convoluted keycard system you could ever possibly build. Oh lord, we're hacking into the Matrix.
PAL code number 1.
Those kind of look like color codes. Like,
Awaiting PAL
the code you'd
number
use for
2.
color in, Hex, I think it is.
That takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Okay. I wonder where we could go that was cold that we've been to recently. Where will we ever find somewhere to freeze a key in Alaska? I can't think of a single cold place in this entire Alaskan base. Like, I do think this is a neat gimmick. I do think that it's a little tedious. The whole PAL key thing. So if you haven't, I guess, noticed, for the PAL keys, no, get out of the nuclear water. Snake. I just noticed the jiggle physics on Snake's belt. But if you haven't noticed, there's a, you have to run back and forth with the PAL key, you have to heat it up, you have to cool it down. And if you were paying attention, we did just come from somewhere that was cold and somewhere that was hot. I didn't want those to fall. We'll grab a little bit of extra ammo. I honestly don't think we'll need most of that ammo. Uh-oh, there's dudes in here now. Where you going there, pal? So we're essentially just kind of hanging out in here for a little bit until... Okay. Until that key turns cold. Which I should probably equip it. So we know when it happens. But yeah, they restocked this boss fight room with guys. With these genome soldiers. Ooh, got some stun grenades off of him. I don't know if I'll actually need those. But yeah, like, just hang out. Key will, the key will eventually thaw. Or freeze, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a key scientist. But we're just gonna do some laps. But yeah, so I don't mind the end of this game too much, but there does get to a point where you're just kind of like, oh, we're going. There is no like, well, let me save and come back to this. Oh, cool, the key froze. I wish it made a sound. That'd be nice if it made a sound to let me know it froze. Because if I didn't just glance at the corner of the screen, I wouldn't have noticed. Not fall in these holes. I'm doing fairly well about not falling in holes. Now we gotta run all the way back up to the top. This is tedious. I was kind of thinking that, like, oh, well, doing this will take me about an hour. And I was like, that'll be boring. So I figured we'll just go extra long tonight. Hey, Grilly, how are you today? Almost 6 in the morning. That push game out. Oh, game looks like painful. Kind of. This is a GameCube era Metal Gear Solid. But hopefully you have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I do plenty of Resident Evil, and, you know, so like, if you want to see what old Resident Evil looks like, boy howdy, do I got plenty of that. I did look it up. I got to double check, but it looks like Cry of Fear will run fine on my computer and all that. So we'll probably do that Sunday, like I said. No, I am emulating it on a Steam Deck. I just realized one of my cameras isn't running, but I have the Steam Deck running it. Thank you.
Okay.
This is also
There
me
goes
kind
pal
of
code
trying
number
to see
2.
how viable it is to stream
Next
from
comes
my
pal
Steam
number
Deck.
3. Warm the key.
So, you know, but I'll be doing plenty of Resident Evil coming up. I have a thing, the next big sequential I think I'm doing is Resident Evil 2. Both original and remake. Resident Evil is literally my favorite series. Like, full stop, hands down. Shall not be, you know, absurded. But I just replayed Code Veronica, and I gotta say, it's harder than I remember it being. Like, Code Veronica is one of the harder ones to, like, get a handle on and find to play nowadays. But, like, Code Veronica is way harder than I remember it being. Like, there were a couple points where, like, I got stuck, and I'm not good at many things in this world. Resident Evil, I'm fairly decent at. I'll never, you know. We're gonna run right by. Was somebody there? Nope.
There?
Don't you worry. We're just passing through. But yeah, Code Veronica, like, I just replayed it on the GameCube last month when I got my Steam Deck. And, ooh, I don't remember that last boss fight being as hard as it is. Like, I was actually a little miffed at how difficult some parts of that were. But hopefully, we'll get there. I plan on doing the entire Resident Evil series, including side games like Survivor and Outbreak, Dead Aim. So hopefully, we'll get there. Uh-oh, we got a call.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
What about
Then you
Naomi
should talk
Hunter?
to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go
I
ahead.
love how it's just like,
Sorry.
turn your monitor
I
off.
didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
Just some
got a good
noises to
friend
make
in
it
the
seem like
Pentagon.
something happened.
Yeah.
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No.
That
Fox
sounds like it
dye.
could be important.
Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah.
You literally just
It's
said
some
no,
kind of
Snake.
virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
The
it's
virus that
too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart
Decoy
attack?
Octopus.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
Uh-oh. Been a lot of people having heart attacks
You're
around
telling
us.
me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The
Nano
nanomachines.
machines.
She was in the best position to have done it.
I accidentally
I
guessed
don't
that
know
line.
what the motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't
I've been-
questioned her.
Okay. I'll
On
ask
my
him
own
myself.
time, I've been
Colonel,
playing
what's new
the
with
other
the Naomi
Metal Gear
situation?
Solid games
I
to
just
see how
placed
they run.
Naomi under arrest.
Arrest.
I beat
She was
2, I
sending
beat the
coded
original
messages
1
toward
a
the
couple
Alaskan
times.
base. I didn't want to believe it, but she
And-
must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so.
3 is way harder
She's
than
being
I remember it
interrogated
being.
now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well,
3 is very
I'd like to
difficult.
avoid the rough stuff.
But I also
We don't even have any
been
sodium
playing,
pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
been playing 1,
So,
and I haven't
it's
played
true,
the
isn't
original
it?
Metal Gear
Naomi,
in years.
I can't
Like,
believe
to be
it.
fair, I haven't
That means the
played
Fox
the
Dye
original
vaccine must be
PlayStation
around
version of
somewhere.
it in years.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake,
Which is surprising
you
because I
might
own
be
it on good old
infected
games.
too, you know.
Like, it's not
All I can
like a
do is
barrier of
leave it up
entry
to
for
the
me to get
colonel.
access to it. But, like, I've heard good things about that game. Is that the first one or the second one, though? Criminal Origins. Like, I know the Condemned series is pretty good from what I've heard. But I can't remember if that was if Criminal Origins was the first one or the second one. But I've heard those are good. Sunday. Sunday night, probably starting around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I got some things to do earlier in the day, so I may have to push it back a hair. But it's my time, 7. I forgot you're elsewhere. I don't want to make you think it's your time. But yeah, we'll be doing it Sunday, probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock, getting started somewhere about there. How long is Cry of Fear, by the way? Like, do you know? So is that, like, I haven't looked it up, and I probably should have. Oh, there's a dude here.
Is there somebody there?
That in German time. German time, it would be... It's what, what would that be in, Germany's time zone? I can look real quick, actually, because modern technology is pretty good. That would be... they're 6 hours ahead of us, so... An hour. About 8 up to 10 for pressure. Okay. That might be two... Pardon me. That might be two streams then. But yeah, you're about 6 hours ahead of me. So it would be roughly around midnight your time. Or no, I'm sorry. Around 2 a.m. your time. Yeah. Oh, you tiny circle snake. Hey, there we go. But yeah, that 8 hours is a little longer. Origins is the first one. Only for PC the second. Only for console. Yeah, the second one, if I remember correctly, there was a big like Xbox deal made with the 360, where they were saying, like I think one of the collectibles is actually Xbox 360 for the second one. I think the second one got real janky though, if I remember correctly. Like they had a bunch of development problems with the second one. I could be mistaken. This is knowledge from 10, 15 years ago I'm calling back on. Because it looked real interesting. Nope, don't fall down the giant hole, Snake. Probably around, like 2 a.m. your time-ish. Oh, my time? Around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So 2 or 3, I think, your time. But I'm real bad at math, so I could very possibly be wrong at that. Run away! I don't know why, I always expect those ravens to attack. And I know they won't. This isn't Resident Evil. They won't attack me. That's not really a Metal Gear Solid thing. Oh, wow, I was right. Ooh. All right, let's go. Oh, shit.
Send reinforcements.
What's your reinforcements? That was earlier now. There's that stuff to do Sunday. Like during the day. If my plans fall through, I may start a little earlier if you want, but that might actually be kind of a tall order for me because of like other stuff going on. Oh, they put dudes back in this room. I gotta murder people. There we go. Well, you can always catch the VOD. Like, you know, understandable, time zones are kind of a pain, especially if you're not all operating on the same one. But, like, no hard feelings if you can't. Like, I am somebody who, like, the reason I stream so late at night my time is because I'm literally coming from work. Like, I'm literally an hour and a half past my, the end of my shift at work. Like, I hop on my bicycle and ride home. Denied? Oh shit, it's room temperature. All of that.
Is that the wrong one?
Did they penalize me for that? Yeah, to be fair, I'm not gonna guarantee I'm gonna like it either, but I'll give it a try. I'll give it an honest try. Like, that's the best I can offer. Yeah, it being free makes me very willing to take that risk. Same thing with, one of my favorite deals in video games, Game Pass. Like, Game Pass makes it real easy, you know, not an ad, obviously. But Game Pass makes it real easy for me to, like, oh, do you want to try this thing that's kind of looks like it might be something you enjoy, but also might not be? Like, the fact that I pay for the Game Pass every month really makes me more open to trying those. Okay, Snake, why are you Snake's pulling out claymores, like we're gonna blow some shit up. But yeah, like, I am looking forward to trying it though. I like a good horror game. Get rid of those two dudes. Now they won't be a problem. I like how I definitely made it a point to go through most of this game killing as minimally as possible. Made it to the end of the game and went, fuck it, everybody dies. Like, I have no idea why that sudden turn happened, but it did. I will say the only problem with this emulation is that the emulator has a weird built-in, like, controller grip where it gets stuck down. That's weird. That, like, the controller grip is giving me that trouble. Or the emulator's doing controller drift itself. Normally, that's just a Nintendo thing. Actually, that's a thing. Like, people... I've been hearing a lot lately, people are like, oh, well, PlayStation controllers get really bad drift, and Xbox, every controller gets drift eventually. But it's like, I've owned quite a few, like, consoles for long periods of time and put a good amount of time into them. The only console I've ever had controller drift on is my Nintendo Switch. Like, my Joy-Cons, the same Joy-Con has gotten drift twice in less than a year. And it's like, I'm not paying a premium for your shitty little controllers that are constantly going to be broken to the point where I can't play games on them. I bought the Hori controller at... Oh, Snake Beat vibrator. Alright, let's try this again. Now that I accidentally fucked up and ran all the way back and didn't need to. There we go. I hope you have a good night. Like, I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping in and hanging up. Like, I truly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up with you again soon. Do I need health? No, I don't need health. Or stun grenades. Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We're just gonna spin in circles for a minute. I'll see you Sunday. Whee. Spinning in circles. Right on this dude. I wonder if there's a way to speed this up. I'm, though, going to do a thing that I am awful at remembering. And that's hitting the right buttons. Twice now. Twice I did it.
What can I do for you, Snake? Talk to you later.
God damn it. This is going well. Dave. Memory card slot A, new file. Yes. But yeah, like, I don't dislike this game at all.
Snake,
I gotta say, like,
said, win any way you can. Nice guys finish last. What about you, Snake? Is that what you think? Is there anything that you wouldn't do to stay alive? You should think about that, Snake.
I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. Playing this back to back with the original, because I have been playing the original in my spare time. I gotta say, this one I actually think is a better presentation of this game. Like, outside of all the weird shit, because there's plenty of that. Like the, you know, super flip over the door and the elevator explosion that happened for a reason. I don't really know why. Like, do I have to, like, go stand in the steam room? I figured that should have popped by now. But yeah, like, I will say, like, this has been a more enjoyable experience to actually play. Whereas, like, the original is a bit harsher. And there's also, like, modern conveniences, like, there we go, the PAL key finally heated up. But Snake is a smoker. Snake didn't have a lighter with him to be, really, my angles, that's how we're doing Metal Gear. Well, now I need to go over and get that ration. But yeah, like, Snake couldn't have held his lighter on the fucking PAL card to make it pop. Or change, I guess. This one the presentation is way better, the gameplay is a lot smoother. Like, having the trank gun really makes this easier. Like, and shit like that, like, not having to have the key card equipped to go through a door. That was so annoying playing the original. Still is. You know, and I've I've gotten to the point now where I've unlocked all but like 2 things in the original. I just haven't unlocked the alternate costumes for Otacon and Meryl. Of course, I just unlocked the tuxedo. But like, I also like how that one has like more unlockables than this. This one has unlockables, but they're, you know, behind this dog tag system, which I've collected, I think, 2 of them this whole game. And I think both of them were bosses. And it's like, oh, collect 150 to get, you know, this, that, and the other. Like, it's a lot. That's a drawback of this game. Like, the controls are far smoother. Like, this movement feels way better than the original. You know, the original, it's kind of like a little tanky for, even for tank controls. You know? Like, that one, I'm never quite sure where I'm shooting, where I'm looking, what direction I'm gonna move. Like, that one has a little bit of a harder learning curve for, you know, pretty much everything. Gonna dome that dude real quick and escape out the door. I feel like I didn't even need that guy. Could have gone better. I could have done that a lot smoother. I mean, I didn't. But I could have. I also will say, if you haven't played these games, they are very worth playing. But they're not the most user-friendly game. Like, I will say that, like, this is not the most, like, streamlined experience of a game.
Can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi?
But it's still
What
fun.
the hell?
I'll give it that.
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi.
I say
is
that,
what the
and
Colonel
this
says
may
true?
become a
Yes,
shit show
but
real
not
quick.
everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' faces, my name... The name and ID I have now, I just bought.
Kind of in the middle of
But
something,
the reason
Naomi.
why I study genetics, that was true.
Because you want to know yourself,
Like,
right?
Kind of in the
right.
middle of doing
I
something.
want to
real
know where I
quick.
came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
Okay, Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia. What's now known as
Take a
Zimbabwe?
drink.
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until
Ah, yes.
1965.
The thing every
and there
gamer
were lots
wants.
of Indian
A
laborers
thorough
around.
history lesson.
That's probably where I got my skin color from. But I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too
Which-
worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am
This
now? Why should
does
I?
have a little
No one
bit
else
of an
tries to
issue
understand me.
with,
I was alone for so long. Until I met
like-
my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
and
Yes.
him.
Frank Yeager.
What?
Dun dun dun.
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River.
Frank Yeager, for those
I
of
was
us who
half
don't
dead
remember,
from starvation. and
was
he
Gray
shared his
Fox,
rations with
or
me.
the cyborg ninja.
Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me.
Also,
He is everything to me.
like,
The only proof I have
Frank
of my
Yeager died
existence.
in a war in
Of my
a
existence
combat
as an
situation
individual.
against Snake.
And he brought you back to America.
Revenge seems
No.
like a weird thing to take at that
I was
point.
in Mozambique when he came.
Who's he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes.
Big Boss?
He brought us to this land of freedom. This America.
America.
But then he and my brother went back to
I
continue
mean, it's
the
not
war.
great here. Like,
And that's when it happened.
it's been getting real
He
dark
killed
lately.
my benefactor.
That's
and
all I'll
sent my
comment on
brother home a cripple.
that.
I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you. And I prayed for the day that I would.
Wow.
So, were your
You
prayers
ever been so pissed
answered?
off at somebody you get a career?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
He
Do you
helped.
still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments.
Uh-oh.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand.
That's such a dumb idea.
A final battle.
That is a
with
horribly
you.
dumb idea.
That's all he
Because
lives
it's like,
for.
oh, he came just to
I'm sure
fight
of it.
you.
Fox.
What is he, a drunk Delconian? Like,
Naomi, tell me
you
something.
gonna start taking his shirt off and asking somebody to
About
hold his
Fox
natty
Dye.
light?
Fox dye is a type of retrovirus
That is the most
targets
inside
and kills
joke I can
only
make.
specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body.
Like, if you are not from the Philadelphia
Fox dye
area, I feel
contains
like you
smart
really wouldn't get
enzymes.
much of that one.
Created through protein
Maybe
engineering.
the natty light and take
They're
the
programmed
shirt
to
off.
respond to
That's pretty
specific genetic
universal.
patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA.
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating
Hey,
TNF
man.
epsilon.
Just a thrill a
It's a
minute.
type of cytokine, a peptide
Stealth
which causes cells to die.
Tactical action.
The TNF
tactical
epsilon is
stealth
carried
action.
along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then, they cause a heart attack.
It
The
even
heart
sounds
cells
like
suffer a
Naomi
shock
and
and then they
Snake.
go in
Like
extreme
David Hayter and
apoptosis.
the person who plays
Then
Naomi. I don't
the
know
victim
the
dies.
actress's name.
Apoptosis. You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
Even they
Naomi.
sound bored.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi,
Kind of an
I don't
important
blame
question.
you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake.
Like, once
I'm
again,
not the
kind
one
of
who
in the
made
middle
the
of
decision
something.
to use Fox dye.
Huh? You weren't.
No. You were injected with Fox dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that
What was her plan other than Fox Dye, though?
that's not the whole truth.
Like, did they just find, like,
The
oh,
real thing that I wanted to
Naomi
tell you
Hunter
was,
wants to have revenge
Snake,
on Snake?
Hey!
She'll
what
do
are you
it.
doing?
It sounds like somebody just cold cocked her. Like, what are you doing?
Naomi?
Ow.
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel.
I mean, I feel like Colonel,
You double-crossed
like the
me.
Colonel could
Snake,
probably be
there's no
told.
time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear.
I feel like
Okay,
Snake,
Snake.
could very well have them by the balls of going, hey, or you could tell me what I want to know and Metal Gear gets stopped, or I don't do that. No! Alright, that shot was actually pretty good. Like, I gotta roll for that. Once again, I'm not sure why I took the sudden twist of going, well, I guess everyone needs to die. gonna top off the old health here, because I got a feeling a thing's coming up. Should I grab that? And let's enter the last PAL key. Well, it's good. I did get to see what would happen if I entered the wrong PAL key. Accepted. WF. Once again, the most complicated card key sequence you could possibly have come up with.
Confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated. Ready for launch.
No! Why?
So Snake done fucked up, and we've accidentally
I
activated
deactivated it.
No, you clearly didn't.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
That seems
You found the
uncharacteristic.
key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must
Us?
express my gratitude.
What, do you
Sorry
have an
to
Alaskan
have
field
involved you in that
mouse in your
silly
pocket?
shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We
Shape
weren't able
memory
to
alloy
learn the
sounds
DARPA
like it's
chief's
fake as
code.
shit.
Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words,
They just
we
gotta
weren't able to
bumble their
launch
way
the
through
nuclear
this whole
device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do
Yeah,
you mean?
you don't really have much
Without the
leverage at that point.
detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when I decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Well, for starters, I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief.
And now we're going to go
We
over
thought
my
we'd get the
entire
info from
evil
you,
plan.
But there was Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Speaking of mustache twirling,
You didn't
I've been
think you
thinking about
made it
shaving
this
my
far by
beard.
yourself, did you?
Usually
the
knock it
hell
down
are
like once
you?
a year.
In any case,
Shave
the
it
launch
and let it
preparations
regrow.
are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of
I'm
this
thinking about
weapon,
just leaving the
the White
mustache
House
for a
will
little
have
bit.
no choice
I
but to
don't have a
surrender the
particularly
Fox
great
Die
mustache.
vaccine to me. Their ace
But-
in the hole is useless now.
Never
Ace in the
just,
hole.
or
The
very
Pentagon's
rarely ever
plan
had
to
just a
use you was
mustache.
already
So I
successful.
might do that.
In the torture room.
Oh no.
Snake, you're the
My
only
phone is
one
making
who doesn't
sounds.
know. Poor fool.
That's not meant to be.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Like the idea that Snake still don't get it.
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell.
Is anybody
you're
on this
too
operation who
late.
they say they
Master
are?
Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who
The
is it?
strangers inside the
Snake,
home?
you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Liquid.
You know,
How the-
Chris,
You've served your purpose.
sunglasses and a hair
You
tie. That's
may
all it took to
die
fool
now.
Snake. That pause. That pause is so long. Uh-oh, gas. If only I had a gas mask. And I should probably call for help. Let's call our boy Otaku Convention.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
I have a
Can't
missile
you open the
launcher.
security lock here?
Like, two
I'll
of them.
try. Just hold on for a minute.
So. Oh, that was
I
quick.
hacked into security. Snake,
Are
I'm
you a
opening
elite
the door.
hacker? So in Metal Gear Solid, or in Twin Snakes, if you jam on the Y button, And this told me what button it was rather than looking at the controller in my hand. Why is he shirtless, though?
Liquid!
Why does it also look like he's wearing a sports bra made of skin?
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Once again,
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
I feel like shooting and not
So
talking
I could
is
manipulate
the right
you
move in
more
this
easily.
situation.
You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
Nothing more than
What?
a pawn.
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages.
Okay, we get it.
It was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
Why
That's
does everyone
right.
know
You
more
were
about
sent
this
here
one
to
than
kill
Snake?
us, so they could retrieve
Like,
Metal
Snake is
Gear
a hardcore
undamaged,
himbo.
along with bodies of the genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It
Fox
can't
die.
be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They
mean-
thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled
Kinda-
so easily.
Kinda seems like they
What?
got Naomi to do
We've got
exactly
a
what she wanted.
spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt.
Like-
But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program.
Makes you crap your pants uncontrollably
Oh
when
well,
you die.
doesn't matter. I've
Just
already
like a
added the
guy,
Fox Dye
like Old
vaccine to my
Faithful.
list of White House
Old
demands.
Faithful with two hams next
There's
to
a
it.
vaccine.
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Necessary. He's so over. Oh, really though?
Yeah? Why's that?
Shoot him, Snake.
You were successful in coming into contact with all
Shoot
of us.
him with your gun
So
bullets.
we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye.
In fact, I only killed two of them.
But
were you
Ocelot,
in the
myself,
circus?
and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's program?
Mantis was also unaffected, and Sniper
Could
Wolf
be.
was.
In any case,
They
if it
died
doesn't
because I
kill
shot them
you,
once.
then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
I mean, clearly not
So
identical.
it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins.
They're twin
We're
snakes.
twins linked
Roll
by
credits.
cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're
Soldier.
fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I
There's a-
exist is so
there's
they
a
could
joke
create
there.
you.
And I don't want to
So
make it.
you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right.
So-
I'm just the leftovers
I
of what
use a
they
phone.
used to make you. Can you understand
stream
what it's
deck.
like to know that you're garbage since the day you were
Somehow,
born?
this phone doesn't have service.
But I'm the
It
one
wasn't a very
father
good
chose.
phone because of a
So
security
that's why
update
you're
that
so
made it so I no
obsessed
longer
with
got
Big
4G
Boss.
data.
Some warped kind of
So I got a different
love.
phone.
Ha! Love?
And this one
It's
I use
hate.
for other
His
things.
choosing me knowingly to be the inferior
Somehow,
one? For
without
this,
service,
I
it is
want
roaming.
revenge.
There's a little R
You
next to the
don't
signal.
even understand this.
I don't know how, 'cause it
You,
hasn't moved
who
and
could
hasn't
kill
been-
your own real
It's been
father.
connected to Wi-Fi for months.
You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well,
Well,
a bit
I'm
much.
not like you.
I mean, we're literally twins.
Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes.
Okay. Get into the giant robot. Now
You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
I will say, I do know how to fight. Not well, but I do know. We'll see how it goes. To be fair, this whole sequence is everything. That was an incorrect time to pause. Go. Here. No, lock on. Lock on to the goddamn radar dish. Now is not the time for controllers. We're gonna chip away at its health. Particularly via this little fucking radar dish. Now get out of the thing now. I do wish it gave me a little bit more feedback as to when the shaft pops. I feel like it could be loud. Alright, we're actually doing pretty good. Like, I feel like this would be going a lot worse. Pop another shaft. Switch to our Stinger missiles. We're gonna sting this. We're gonna lock on. Please lock on. Please unequip the Stinger missile. Alright. Don't botch this. Alright. This whole fight, like, or the whole first phase of it, I think, is just pretty much like Jack Grenade and Stinger missile. First phase.
Now, fire the stinger! Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
I mean, he seems pretty dead. And I've technically killed him once already.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. It's no good. I can't do it. After Zanzibar land, I was taken from the battle. Good. I can't do it.
It doesn't really give you an option to shoot at him.
Truly dead. It's no good. I can't do it. Shadow in a world of light.
I don't know why they gave me the option.
Soon it will finally
can't do it. I can't do it. Like it won't let me. I keep trying. Alright, we're in phase 2 now.
There you are!
Where I believe the best way to go about this, Bob stun grenades.
There you are!
Oh, I should really equip some rations. run away, Snake. We're gonna hang out here. Of course, I don't think he knows where I am. Just for a second.
There you are! I see you!
You know what? I'm gonna try a stun grenade and a shaft grenade. See how it likes that.
There you are!
Run away from the fire. Why did I even Nikita equip? How the hell did I even equip the Nikita? Who's to say, he's far easier to run away from in the remake. Like, I had so much more trouble with this fight, but I feel like if I just keep kind of running up alongside him and like staying close to him, he can't really get me. This seems to be working. So I didn't practice this fight. I only did the card part. Hey, how are you today? Welcome in. We're at the very end of Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Okay, unequipped. How have you been? I ain't seen you in a while.
There you are!
Unequipped. Alright. Yeah, I remember you changing your name. How have you been? I ain't seen you in a while. That's one of the good things about having a smaller audience. Like, I personally remember.
There you are!
Okay, it's going alright enough though. I was a little worried about this fight. But I don't think I screwed it up too badly. I think I can still do this. There we go. Got him.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
You'll do nothing at the short liquid. I can't wait to see how over the top this is. Worst part is I think there's still like another 20 minutes. I think I'm going to play for 10 of them. Like the rest of it I think is cutscene. Which I will give the Metal Gear franchise credit. When a cutscene starts, I can put the controller down. Oh, cool! Thanks. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy. It just started Sunday or Monday.
Sleeping late as usual.
Let me know if there's any
Snake?
problems with the Discord, because
Liquid,
I am very new to Discord and
still
don't know how
alive.
they work.
I won't die.
So feel free to
As
hit me
long
up on
as
there
you
if there's a
still
problem with it or
live.
something isn't
Too
working.
bad. It looks like your
Hopefully I can
revolution was a
turn
failure.
that house into a home.
Just because
So
you destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That
I
was
mean-
Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying
what
wish.
era was that? Like,
When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us.
I've never been quite
We
clear
were
on how
valued
we
then.
got from
We were
me blowing up the Metal
desired.
Gear to where we are now.
But things are different now.
in a minute,
with
you'll
all
be
the
able to see where
lies
we
and
are, and it'll make
hypocrites
more
running
sense.
the world, war isn't what it
I
used
thought they
to
would have
be.
zoomed out the camera by now. But
We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do.
I get that
After I
Liquid's the
launch
villain,
this weapon and get
but
our
it's a
$1 billion,
fundamental flaw to
we'll
think
be
that,
able to
like,
bring chaos
the
and
fighting
honor back to
and
this world
warrior
gone soft.
should always be a thing.
Conflict shall breed conflict.
ultimately, the
New
point of a
hatreds will
warrior
arise,
should be
and our own
longer
biosphere shall
need
steadily expand.
You
But as
know?
long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is
Liquid
that the
just-
only reason?
Didn't even bother trying to
Isn't
reply to
that
that.
reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders
made
while
me
your
come.
superiors betray you? Why did you come here?
I didn't mean it like that.
Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
I mean,
What?
Are
I
you
went a pretty
denying
long
it?
time in this
Haven't
game
you
without
already
really killing
killed
anyone.
most of my comrades?
That was...
that was mostly Fox Die. Half Fox
I
Die.
watched
half
your
me.
face as you delivered the coup de grace.
The Ravens
Oh,
got
it
the one
reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have
I
to
do
deny
wish that
it.
there was a little branch.
We were
path where,
created
like,
to be that way.
he chastises you for being soft.
Les enfants
Like if you go
terribles.
through and like trank
The
everyone.
terrible
like I did.
children.
Like I
That's
only
what the
killed in
project
parts
was
where I had
called.
to kill.
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
I feel like they don't really rank them,
Big
other than
boss.
obvious rank.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning
what was that?
and the super baby method.
Super
Baby method.
They fertilized an egg
I
with
really
one of
should've-
Father's cells,
damn.
and then
Missed opportunity.
let it
I
divide
should've
into
grabbed
8
something that's
clone
rich that I could do.
babies.
Take a sip, or
Then they
take a,
transferred the
drink every
clones
time
to someone's
they drink
uterus,
something.
and later intentionally
bad this
aborted
episode.
6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets.
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even
I don't think that's
born.
technically murder.
So, it was you and
Well, I guess
two fertilized
kinda having
eggs
that
with
argument right
exactly
now.
the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet.
Get on a soapbox for a minute.
They
Go
used
support your
me
local
as a
women's
guinea
charities.
pig to create a phenotype in which all of
You
the
know,
dominant genes were
it's the right thing to
expressed
do.
to create you.
Don't-
I got
don't
all
let
the
politicians
recessive
regulate women's
genes.
bodies.
You
It's
took
fucked up.
everything from me before I was even born.
And for the more selfish
you
male.
and I aren't his only
It
children.
also kind of reflects on you because, like,
The genome soldiers.
It
They
removes
too are his
bodily- or
progeny,
brings into question
carrying
bodily
on
autonomy,
his
which is
genetic legacy.
kind of bad.
But unlike us,
Like,
they
I don't
carry
know
it
about
digitally.
you, but I like my bodily autonomy.
With the completion of
I
the
want
Human
my
Genome
bodily
Project
autonomy.
in the last
I'm sure a lot of
century,
other people want
the
their bodily
mysteries of
autonomy.
humanity were laid bare.
We should let them keep that.
Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became
Metal
the
Gear games are
genome
dense.
soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern.
Is that why they
are
kind of suck
our
at their
blood
job?
brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Oh my god, Snake.
Human experiments. 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes.
Like I do.
The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers
I
complained
haven't
about
seen the
was a
actual
side effect
cutscenes
of
this
it.
game yet, and I probably should
Ha!
have.
Everyone knows that the
Looked it
Gulf
up.
War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was
My poor,
post-traumatic
poor
stress
frames. What
disorder,
are you-
then chemical, biological weapons.
Oh,
The
no.
poison gas detection units,
If this don't get better in a second,
anti-sarin
I'm going to have to
injections
skip this cutscene.
were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So the so-called Gulf
Okay,
babies that have been reported by
think-
Gulf War veterans are...
that's enough of that
So
cutscene.
the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were
Sorry,
a
y'all.
success?
Success.
But it got down to like one
Don't
or
be
two.
a fool.
It was averaging 1
They're
to
a
3
complete
frames a
failure.
second. Like,
We're on the verge of extinction.
otherwise, this is running
Have
at
you ever
60
heard of the
frames.
asymmetry theory?
Jesus Christ, Liquid.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers
Symmetry.
suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you.
Turn that off for them. We're deep into cutscene
That's right.
territory.
We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
I mean,
You want Big
isn't that kinda
Boss's
true for everyone,
DNA so
though?
you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why?
I mean,
Because it
literally
increases
why
the
we're at the top of the
chances
food
that
chain.
shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in
I mean,
our
clearly
very
they haven't met my
genes.
relative.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate.
Liquid's like the worst
All
guy
living
you
things
wind
are
up getting
born
stuck
for the sole
next to at a
purpose
party.
of passing on their parents' genes.
Who just keeps
That's
talking
why
shit,
I'll
you're like,
follow
"I
what
don't think
my
that's
genes
right."
tell me.
I don't know enough about
And
this to
then
say.
I'm going to
I'm
go
fairly
beyond
certain that's not right.
in order to break the curse of my heritage.
Liquid would definitely be a crypto bro.
And to do that, first,
I'll say that outright. I think Liquid would be a crypto bro. He'd be the guy being like, "You should buy Doge."
Look behind you.
brother.
Meryl?
I recognize that ass. I literally zoomed in on her ass. Wow. That does appear to be Meryl.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. she was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
I'm suddenly
Stupid woman.
fairly certain
Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Like,
Let
how?
Meryl go.
What turn?
As soon as
did
we finished
blowing
our
up
business,
Metal Gear with a rocket
we're
launcher?
almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox
Where
Die.
Snake was stripped of all his gear and tied up.
It seems
and
now
Lincoln was
that the
somehow
Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the
I do
details,
appreciate
why
how
don't
when
you
they do
ask
this
your
stupid
precious
little,
Colonel
like,
Campbell?
military jargon, like acronyms, they tell you what the acronym means.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
Give him a second.
The
Snake.
Secretary of
Christ.
Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What
Fucking
for?
AWAC.
to bomb the place.
What?
That plane.
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
I just gave this
What?
game like
Metal Gear
credit
is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of
like-
Defense.
The Secretary of Defense
for
heard
like
that
giving us
Naomi
what all those little
double-crossed us,
acronyms
and he's
mean,
worried about
and
Fox
then it
Die.
just does want to just
Now that there's no
Go
more
fuck yourself
danger
if
of
you
a
wanna know
nuclear
what that
strike from
means.
Metal Gear, he's
I'd
going
have
to
to
do
Google
whatever's
it, and I'm not
necessary to
doing
cover
that.
up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence,
evidence?
along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
Campbell keeps playing both
I may
sides,
be only
and
a
I don't
figurehead
like
here,
it.
but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you
I've
after all
lost
the
track
lies.
of how many
Colonel.
double crosses,
I'm ordering
triple
them to
crosses,
cancel the bombing run.
moles,
After that, there's no turning back.
and all that.
Huh? What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the
for you.
Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel
Fuck you,
back
Jim
on.
Houseman.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man.
Was his reply
He truly
just like,
believed that
no,
he was in
him?
command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
Been dead for a while
you
now.
didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
What?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay.
I mean,
You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s.
it was the 70s.
Our
Everything was an
country's
embarrassment.
dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering
Everything.
ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
I refuse to get along with my brother.
Oh, there's no way out for us.
Well, not for you.
Let's finish this before
I'm the
the
hero,
airstrike. You
Once again,
stole everything
how did Snake
from
get
me.
the upper hand? How? I keep calling them both Snake. How did Liquid get the upper hand?
I shall
to tie
nullify
Snake
you
up?
and
This
your
doesn't make
genes,
sense.
and I
Like,
will take
any
them
sense.
all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
You don't even know if she's alive or not.
Do you see this? This will be the time
Where
limit
were
for
you
our
keeping that?
final battle.
It's bigger than all of your
When
pockets.
death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you
Also,
might
for whatever
still
reason, I
be
did not
able to
expect the
save
sneaking
her.
suit that Snake was wearing to be
You
two
could
pieces.
enjoy
I kind of
one
expected it
brief
to be a
moment of
jumpsuit.
love before the end.
Like a onesie, like a big old onesie. Go. We have 3 minutes to fist
And
fight
if you
Liquid.
cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you.
You already set the time. Like, gonna move on here.
How about you, Snake?
Tiger Claw. All right, let's punch Liquid a bunch of times. Okay, so don't do that bit. Just run up to him and jam buttons. Don't get hit. You do not have any equipment. You do not have any weapons, by the way. Like, because this game was so keen on you fist fighting throughout it. You know, that game where like you did shootings and like sneaked around everything. It's like, you know what would make a great climax? Fist fight. These clunky controls. Ooh, I got Liquid dog tag.
Better hurry!
I mean, this is working pretty well. Okay, I didn't expect that to hurt me. No. Don't let him tackle
You're out of time!
Okay, bro, come on. Alright, come on, a couple more hits. One more combo, we got him. There we go. Yes. I've beaten... Oh. I guess not. Is there a round 2 to this? Do I have to round 2 him? Or is he just gonna, like, fall? Oh. Part of this cutscenes, I guess. Cool. Is it the Rocky 4 ending? Or 4? No. Rocky 1. Where they Apollo and Rocky fight each other. Damn, Liquid's like got that low stance. Oh yeah, it's Rocky 1. Sorry, we just punched each other so hard it distracted the earth around us. Or the Metal Gear around us.
Snake!
I feel like I feel like that probably killed him. I'm sure we won't have to deal with him again. But you should probably go deal with Meryl. There's only like a minute and a half left on that timer. I'm like getting nervous every time it fades to black because I don't know when the cutscene ends and I'll have to do something.
Meryl.
I also really should have used the bathroom beforehand. We're at the end,
Is that
so
you?
hopefully.
Snake, you're alive. Thank
Snake.
God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
So I got the Meryl ending, apparently.
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
So we're just not going to deal with the bond next
Torture?
And things even worse than that.
Oh, no.
I was fighting too. Just like you.
Oh, no.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them
Wrong.
made me feel closer to
Dirty
you.
woman like Meryl.
I felt like you were there with me.
What is this
It gave
camera
me the
angle?
strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope.
They're real
that I
cavalier
held
about that
onto.
block of explosives next to them.
And that hope kept me alive.
Like, definitely seems like a thing they should deal with.
Snake,
Or the incoming
to
B-2
see you
bombers.
again.
Meryl.
With the surface-piercing nukes, apparently. Another thing they should probably be concerned with. You know, little stuff. Oh. Okay, that's a little too much of a close-up. Maybe zoom out a little.
That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me. It looks like you stopped Rex.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
No, Otacon,
A way
you'll
out?
never be considered expendable.
Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work.
Wait a minute.
Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying
never
here.
mind.
It's my own decision.
I guess,
Otacon,
okay,
this is a
never mind.
hardened shelter.
I retract
but they're
my
going to
wait a
use a
minute.
surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know?
I mean,
Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I
I
gotta
do
go.
love Otacon's
I
growth
promise
in this
I'll
game.
do something about your escape
He goes
route.
from pitching himself
Thanks.
on the floor
Thanks.
to, like,
Oh, that sounds
I'll
nice.
make sure you get out.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where is Otacon?
Oh, Christ, we have to have the same conversation now.
He's fighting right now. with his old self, to be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah, and I don't want it to be in vain.
I do like the
Me
whole,
too.
like, small little brigade of people that Snake has as allies in. Like, I feel like it would have been real easy for this game not to have any, like, allies or friends. Man, she just full sent that, like, I'm gonna land on my back if not.
Snake.
Meryl.
Once again, super close. They could have been out 10 minutes ago.
It started.
They could have been halfway
must be
to
heavy.
Canada by now.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
Don't worry, my manliness will protect me. He's literally just looking around like, where is my shirt? What happened to that?
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up!
He literally just like,
Hurry!
where did she get that, the orange vest from? Oh, so the crotch holder. As we get the character model, just like, yes.
Looking good, Snake.
Keep it in your pants, Meryl. We gotta go. That's all like my equipment. Like, my guns and ammo and like everything I've kind of accumulated over the past however many hours.
Hurry!
Nope, I want that. Yeah, because I don't have anything else, so.
Let me drive. Damn, a surveillance camera.
Barely made it out of the door before you fucked up.
Oh no, the key. Alright, keys. Snake, it started. Get in.
Alright. Now that
Fire
we've
that
got
machine gun with the weapon open. Shoot him, Snake.
can I turn, please? I think, you're, like, doing this quicker would be pretty great. I probably could have done that better. Well, I got a feeling this is gonna suck. Yeah, we've moved into first-person shooter territory.
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never miss it. Snake, clear a path.
Really wish Snake would stop, like, jerking to a direction.
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never miss it. Snake, clear a path. You did it, Snake.
There we go. As my life slowly ticks down. Almost there. Oh,
Not
look,
yet,
it's
Snake!
fucking liquid.
It's not over yet!
Can it be over? Liquid? Like, I've beaten you no less than 4 times now. Yeah, look what I'm not the worst at first-person shooters. like I feel like this is probably why did he hit him right before he actually shoots him? Good job. Let's not aim well. There we go. That should be good. What's it adding?
Look, Snake, daylight!
I'm gonna keep holding the controller. Also, I feel like for the amount of times that I shot the radiator of that, it's still wrong. Or liquid pattern. No, just full stop. That's it. Wouldn't this be a car accident? The rare and cheap double headcast. Oh, never mind. It's even more rare. Triple headcast. Maybe pull Meryl from the wreckage. She's been through a lot.
Damn.
Really, like, Liquid's damn Energizer Bunny. Just keeps going.
Snake!
Hey, Snake. Where will you be when diarrhea hits? Big dumbass is standing there like... And? What about foxes?
Die.
Oh. Ah, yes. Ah! The last little super villain, like, I'll get you. Oh, he get full on gets up. Now kiss. Oh. Oh. That seemed unnecessary. That seemed like an unnecessary thing to add.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
No, he has to say it so he can work it out, because he's not smart enough to do it.
What happened to the air raid?
Oh, finally
No
somebody
stealth
remembered
bombers
about the
in
air
sight.
raid.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel.
We're full on cutscene territory.
The Secretary of
so I'm
Defense
actually
has
going to
been
be
arrested.
right back.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I'd better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox
There we go.
Islands.
Dr.
I couldn't
Hal
hold
Emmerich
him. I had
should
to
be
use the
somewhere on the
bathroom.
base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Everybody's losing their
Don't
job
worry.
because of this.
I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
I like that Snake wasn't even
Naomi
trying to
said
ask
she wants
about
to
Meryl.
talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Frank wanted to tell you something.
Fox Frank, 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
I swear to God, somebody need, like, I'm sure somebody
Liquid
has
died
that
from
before.
Fox Die too.
But like,
What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
like the Metal Gear. No, it's
What
not.
do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah,
Cool.
so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
Not the question he asked.
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
No, you could say like, yeah, it's probably gonna kill you in like the next 72 hours.
Each person
Like,
is born
gonna
with
make
their
weekend
fate written
plans?
into their own genetic code,
Like,
inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong.
I am
I didn't
coughing up a
find
storm
anything.
today.
I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You
How-
mustn't allow yourself
is
to
that-
be chained to fate, to be
That's
ruled
not
by
wide
your
enough for a
genes.
car.
Humans can choose the
And
type
there's a
of
road
life
right
they want to
there.
live. Snake, whether you've
That's
been
nice.
programmed
That's
or
a
not
cute
isn't
little, like,
important.
thing.
The important thing is that you choose life.
So, like,
and then live.
how?
Don't you think so?
Although I guess they told them that they spotted the thing,
Don't worry.
satellite, so they know it's
I'm
there.
gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live.
It just
Genes
keeps going.
exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching
She moves
each
really
new
well for somebody who
generation.
was shot in the thigh.
Then the world can change.
Also, it was in a cave. How
I
did they
finally
spot it from a
realized it.
satellite?
The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or a reminder of the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only
So
for
does
myself.
that unlock the same
My
way?
survival instinct that tells me
I
not to die.
looked it up and
That's
I
all the
thought it
motive
said
I've had
I
in
had to
my
collect
life.
dog tags to unlock things.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
Which is something
I
really
only
cool
felt
about Metal
truly
Gear
alive
Solid
when I
1.
was staring death in the face.
There are 2 unlockables. Or there's
I don't know.
like 4
Maybe it's written
unlockables
into
in the
my
game.
genes.
5 unlockable, I think. Not counting like different icons for your save games
What about now?
on your memory card.
What do your genes
That's
say about
very
your future now?
inconsequential. But
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone
like-
else?
Meryl picking up the
Yeah.
bandana in the original,
Someone
if
like
you
you.
got the Meryl ending,
Maybe that's the real way to live.
you unlocked the bandana, which gave you infinite ammo. Got the Otacon ending. You unlocked the stealth armor, or the
So,
stealth suit.
where to, Snake?
David.
And in that one,
My
he
name is
hands
David.
it to Otacon. Or Otacon hands it to Snake,
Okay,
going, "Oh, I don't need
so
this
where
anymore."
to, Dave?
So in the cutscene, you actually get both unlockable items at the.
I
in
think
the
it's
last
time we
cutscene,
look for a new path in life.
which is neat.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find
New
it?
porpoise.
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
I mean, there's nothing in eyeshot, so you should probably not be sitting there wasting
Hey,
gas.
what are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us, too.
She's gonna be so cold.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything.
That's all I can think of right now.
It's a time for hope.
She's gonna be so cold with her arms exposed.
I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky,
I've
the
always wanted to
sea.
visit Alaska.
the caribou, and most of all,
Like I feel like I really like nature and like
you.
know, big beautiful vistas and views.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
I'd love to go see Alaska for that.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power accounted to 1 million times the A-bomb. In January 1993, START 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000, 5,000 each. These go way too quick. However, as of 2003, there still exists more than 20,000 nuclear warheads in the world. It says that they updated that. That little is in the original too, but it says as of 1999. Oh, Jennifer Hale played Naomi. Huh. Anybody else I recognize other than David Hayter, who apparently wrote the X-Men movie? Like the first X-Men movie, apparently he wrote that. Like, he also played Captain America in the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s. Apparently David Hayter does a bunch of cool shit. But, let's see if it'll let me. Okay, it won't. So, we are going to actually watch the credits roll because there's something that comes up after the credits. But what I am going to give us is I'm going to mute it. We're going to fast forward. One of the good things about emulation is I can do that. I just got to remember to unmute it when we're done. But yeah, so I did enjoy this game. And it's a shame because it's Konami, so it's Konami, so like there's a lot of like kind of ire there with them. So like I don't want to admit to liking Konami games. Because like we cut through a lot of it. Because I do. I think Konami owns a lot of really cool IPs, and I don't want to admit to liking Konami because of how poorly they've treated their IP over the years. Like this news with like the blooper team, who I don't think should be the people remaking Silent Hill 2, if they're doing a remake of Silent Hill 2, which I kind of don't think is necessary. I don't think Silent Hill 2 needs a remake. It's like I don't want to give Konami credit because Konami really mishandles a lot of things. Oh, Ocelot gun action actor. They literally had somebody just do the motion capture of Ocelot spinning revolver. Which, ooh. Why does my camera look like that? But yeah, like, this is very much like a game. If you haven't played it, if you're thinking about playing it, you should. It's good. Very good. That being said, where was game footage from Zone of Enders? Is that the anime stuff from the Otacon scene? But yeah. Very much like, you should play this if you haven't. It's worth playing. Don't buy it because I don't think you can anywhere. But if you have access to a GameCube and access to the game, like, you should definitely play it. Otacon is a registered trademark of Otacorp, Baltimore, Maryland. The Otacon name was used with the permission of Otacorp, Baltimore, Maryland. What is Otacorp? I've actually never heard that before. What is Otacorp? Otacorp.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life.
Or a not-for-profit
and then
organization
live.
running. Huh.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine.
Yes, we did forget.
Those two are still alive.
We did forget about Otacon.
The Vector?
Or not Otacon,
Yes,
Ocelot.
sir. Fox Dice should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of.
Everything comes back to the DARPA chief.
Yes. Yes. Liquid
Yes.
is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one.
Uh-oh.
Of course,
Yet another
the other
double
one thinks
cross.
so too.
I think we're like
Yes,
a double
sir.
cross.
I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one. Solidus.
Uh-oh,
What
Solidus.
should I do about the woman?
What woman?
Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Mr. President? Alright, let's see how I did. I played on easy. My playtime was 8 hours and 27 minutes and 13 seconds. I saved 9 times. I used 7 continues. I had 17 alert modes. Enemies killed, 42. Rations used, 36. Codename Mongoose. Special items. I got the bandana. And the bandana gives you infinite ammo. Save? Yes, I will. Card slot A, new file. Create save. There we go. So, that does it for Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. What did y'all think? Did you enjoy the game? Did you think that, like, it good? Do you think it looked bad? Was it too over the top, or was it over top enough? Let me know. You can let me know on Discord. You can let me know on any of these social medias. I would love to hear from you. But that about does it for me. We've gone a little over twice our normal time. So I'm going to head out of here. But y'all have a good weekend. I will be back Sunday with more with Cry Fear, and we will be starting a new sequential next Tuesday. Maybe 2. Or we're playing it 2. We'll be starting Resident Evil 2. Maybe both of them. We'll see how it goes. But y'all have a good night. I'll see you later.